up? We're back with another episode of No Sabo podcast, and it's me, your co-host John, and on my left we have
Adrian,
and then on my other left,
I'm a little upset that you came sick today.
oh damn, I'm sorry, man.
And then you got me. Everybody's.
Can you put the audio sound again, please?
I got it.
No, I'm not. I don't classify this as sick. I call it as body exhaustion. You think so?
Body aches.
Well, that was yesterday. Today I'm just tired. Yesterday, like, whooped my ass. I was like, fuck.
Well, like, what time are you going to sleep?
Yesterday I went to bed early, like 11.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
early.
But I think it's just like exhaustion in general that caught up to me. That because I didn't feel like I don't have a sore throat. I don't have a like runny nose. I don't have a headache. I don't have a fever. I just had body aches. So I popped, and I quote, 4 ibuprofens, and then a swig of Dayquil, and I should have taken NyQuil, and then
Last night?
yeah, like
Yeah.
around 6, 7. And yeah, that kind of helped me. But then I think it's just tiredness.
Yeah, probably.
We're
You
finishing
got
my
that
bit.
look in your eyes.
I was telling Adrian. Okay, this is a controversial topic. I don't know if it's different with women, but I showered late last night, and then I woke up and I didn't shower again. Is that gross? I feel gross not showering in the mornings, but I shower every morning. But I still feel gross because I showered late last night.
No. But also, do you sweat at night?
No, not really.
Okay.
No, not right now. At least in the summer, if I'm wearing, it's because I go commando when I sleep. Yeah. Well, not commando, but like I mean,
In your
underwear.
chonies?
Yeah, my chonies. But yeah,
Do you Winnie the Pooh it?
what is that?
Just like a top and no pants or whatever?
No, that's demonic. I don't think I can do that.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at. I told Adrian, I'm like, damn, I feel like weird. I should have showered. I told him I should have showered, but I woke up.
Maybe you just feel weird because that's your routine and that's what you're used to. And also maybe like the shower wakes you up in the morning. And that's probably why you're
Facts.
also dragging.
I also feel weird that you didn't shower this morning. So yeah,
Fuck.
I didn't smell anything. So
Huele
you
poquita
good.
caquita colando. But that's what's going on. Other than that, I feel great.
do you guys use?
Sorry, go ahead.
Speaking of controversial topics, I know my wife hates this, but do you guys use a different towel every time you shower? Or do y'all
No,
use-
not
comment.
every
No
time.
comment.
I'm not the one in control of the towels. Just throw it on there, and then when I feel a new freshie, it's there. But no, but I do see why you say yes. Wait, hold on. Before we get into it, do you change towels every time?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that means you're not showering that good.
What do you mean?
You ain't
Why?
scrubbing.
Yeah. Why are you changing it every time?
I mean, give
You
myself
think
a good.
this is a hotel or what the fuck?
Give myself.
That's what I would be like.
Give myself a
fuck's
good
watching these?
scrub down, and then when I dry, I also give myself a nice little drying all my parts. And I'm like, I just don't want to confuse my, my ass corner of the towel with my face corner of the towel the next day. So
you dental
I
flossing
just
that
gotta
shit.
refresh.
I know. Damn.
I'm trying to stay clean. You know what I mean? Trying to make sure I'm.
I mean, kudos to you because we did talk about this in another podcast about cleaning your booties, But I mean, a towel every time.
No,
That's excessive.
I would understand if you said I had a towel for my head and then a towel for my body.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna commit to washing all of the family towels from now on. So
Okay.
Adrian,
Well, if
clip
he
this.
if he puts that on himself, then I would be like, all right, then go ahead.
yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause sometimes I'll do twice a day. Like
Ah, perro. Te vas a que-
2 towels.
2 showers?
yeah.
te vas a
I mean, 2
desgastar.
showers I can understand depending on the day, right, and what you did, but using 2 towels,
Okay, that's fucking crazy. 2 towels.
right?
Yeah.
Just do one for your head and one for your body, so you don't confuse.
No,
the,
but still, se seca la cara y se seca la cola with the same towel.
well, that's what I'm saying. You have one dedicated just for his head, and then one for the other head.
Oh, I guess,
So
yeah.
you always start with your face, and then you just work your way down, and then
Well,
you
then
get
just
to the
get.
nitty gritty, and then you just.
I mean,
toss.
does your towel not have a tag on it?
I don't know if I look.
Well, technically.
I can't tell you what color my towel
technically,
is.
If you showered right, but the next day when it dries, it shouldn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Technically.
That's true.
That means you either showering, you're just wasting water. No, I don't know. I am. Maybe when I was younger, yeah, I was fucking. I just didn't give a fuck whenever I washed. But now my wife washes them at least every week. Well,
Yeah.
we have a whole stack of big ass towels. So like, you just if I forget that I left it in the living room, like not in the living room, in the room. If I leave it in the room, then I'll see a new one. So it's just one of those, like, I can swap it out pretty often, but it's just whenever my wife does. But it's usually weekly.
You
Yeah.
got to think, like, if you
Yes.
get a towel wet, and whatever, and it's just hanging there in the bathroom, like, probably has bacteria or something. You don't want to use it. Like, I don't know, but maybe that's just.
But everything has
It's like your
bacteria.
toothbrush. Do you keep your toothbrush in
Ew,
the
you
bathroom?
change one every time?
Oh,
You
no,
change
you-
it every 3 months like you're supposed to?
My toothbrush?
Yeah.
The little heads?
Do
Every
you
day?
keep it in your room or in your bathroom?
What do you mean? That one's in my bathroom.
And how often do you change that?
It just depends on the little. So you buy those Oral-B little head
Yeah.
exchanger things. So you just.
Well, it's the same concept. Because if you leave it in the bathroom, all the poop
Yeah,
particles are in there, and
yeah.
you're just like.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
like, I mean, I see where you're coming from, though, but I think one towel would make sense, right? If you had it like that.
Yeah.
Like, I got 50 towels, one for every day. I just think it's pretty hard to keep that up.
Yeah.
I think though, what would make sense is that you have one body towel and then one head towel, and then your head towel doesn't touch your body.
Yeah.
And your little curls.
I mean, I have a hair towel,
Yeah, see?
but that's different for girls and dudes.
Do you use a loofah or what do you use?
The fuck's a loofah?
Loofah? Like those sponges? Like,
A scrubber?
Oh, damn. Okay, yeah.
you do?
I've never heard it called that.
Oh, yeah, that's the
Yeah.
proper term.
Well, I think like loofah, is it the actual spongy one? They say
believe so.
that one holds a lot of bacteria.
That's what I want to get a silicone one. I used to have a brush for my bag.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, I don't know where it ended up. I think the lady that cleans our house must have used it to clean something because it disappeared. But I heard the silicone ones are the best because you could just pop them in the dishwasher. But I don't even have one, so I can't attest to that.
Yeah.
Do you scrub behind your knees?
Behind your knees.
Yeah, in the cracks.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I scrub.
I had a mom that was very like, I gotta scrub all the verijas and all the
Yes. Yes.
corners of my body. So
No.
The what? Say that word one more time.
I think she'd say verijas.
I think it sounds right.
You've never heard it? You've
I've heard
it,
it.
right?
I've heard that. Yeah.
My mom would say the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, she says that. She says that mostly to the boys. So, I don't know what that means. I mean, I know what it means, but
And trying to have bat wings in the middle of the day. You know what I'm saying?
This is not a sponsored podcast, but if you've not used Pete and Pedro,
What's that?
it's a powder. Es un talquito que te
Oh damn!
And it
for
smells
the balls
fresh.
or what?
Yeah.
What's
So-
Are you like
you
playing canicas or what's going on over there?
You spread and
Oh, there you go.
but it is the best product. If you ever want to get Michael something, you don't have to be sweaty down there or not, but it just keeps like everything fresh and smells good and it just like and then obviously it's talc, but like it you can get it scented or not scented, and it just like it's refreshing
Like
and-
baby powder?
Yeah, but it's
Man
different.
powder.
Like,
Men powder, you know.
Man powder. Yeah.
yeah, that's
Like men wipes, not baby wipes.
Yeah.
Dude wipes.
But it's the best product you can buy because like even in the summer, and it doesn't get like even if you're like you got a little swass or a little sweating going on and in the summer you're running or whatever, it doesn't clump up. There's no like you would like as you expect a powder get wet and it clumps. No, keeps everything fresh. And then the other thing is what was I gonna say? It's 100% no chafing guaranteed.
Oh.
So yeah, it's the best. Look it up. Pete and Pedro. It's like $25 a bottle,
Ah,
but it's the best bottle you'll ever buy.
dang.
Sponsor us.
Sponsor.
There you go.
That's your paid advertisement for the day. Anyways, anywho, leave down your comments if you think one is too excessive or maybe every week. Reality is, I feel like most people are not swapping them out as often
Every
as we
day?
should.
No.
Yeah, but we probably should.
How long do you shower for?
Brother, I am the best at. Okay, is it weird to take like I don't know, depending on the mood.
You hear his
I'll
passion right
throw
there.
my phone and just put it up, put music, and I'll have my karaoke nights, or I'll throw a YouTube video and just. Doop. Anybody else do that, or is it just me?
I have done that before.
I just listen to music from like my Bluetooth device.
Oh
Yeah. I have a Google.
Fun. Mm-hmm. If I ever get to build a house, I'm going to put an iPad holder in that bitch. Like, you put the iPad in, and then you can control. There has to be something out there.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there is.
For no mama's way, you're going to take a shower and not watch a movie.
Yeah, but I like watching YouTube, like listening to YouTube videos, and I won't get another chance to do it anywhere else. So what I'll do is like I'll just pop it up, and then I'll just do my thing.
To be in there for half an hour, your fingers are all wrinkly and everything.
Yeah, but I like my showers. I can do a Cuban shower and be in and out in 3 minutes. But now, as I got older, I found that that's my like retreat.
Do guys have everything showers?
What's that?
I don't know if you guys have heard of like the girls like everything shower. So it means like, am I doing a hair mask? Am I shaving? Am I exfoliating? Am I like doing all the extra things? No?
That's a normal shower for us. You hit your hair.
No,
hair.
yeah, but you're not doing the face mask
that's
before.
not the same. No, like, do you get like those sugar scrubs? Do you use those?
Fuck
No.
no.
See, that's what I'm saying. That would be part of like an everything shower. Like you do all your
routine.
No, not your routine. It's like the extra stuff. Like you're not gonna use a sugar scrub every day because that'll extra exfoliate your skin and it'll mess it up. But you do exfoliate your skin every so often with a sugar scrub to make it super soft. Usually you do that when you're gonna shave. You don't. Girls don't shave every day because that would irritate our skin. So it's like you.
I thought you meant everything like wash everything.
Oh,
No, yeah.
Like a
I don't put soap in my hair every day.
Also, too, like I don't wash my hair every day,
yeah.
so that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you don't get these locks by putting soap in it every day. I put soap every other day.
Yeah, every other day.
In your hair?
In my hair.
Yeah. Well, no, yeah, that's yeah.
I don't know if this is TMI, but my wife has like, I mean, they're decently expensive shampoos or whatever. And sometimes like, because they have the.
Wasting her shit.
Yeah, it smells good. Like, sometimes I don't want to grab the thing and like wait for it and then squeeze it. The pump is so much easier. I don't know why they don't make it for guys. Like,
They do make it for guys. Are you talking about like body wash?
yeah, so I just use whatever shampoo, whatever makes the suds out of hers, and then yeah, it's awesome.
Is she aware?
Huh?
Is she aware?
No. He's gonna clip this out. Just kidding, Yeah, but
I have seen videos of like there's this brand called L'Occitane or something like that, and it's a super expensive brand. And there's a shower. They make a shower gel, like an oil shower gel. Like the bottle is probably like maybe like this big, a little, it's probably like $30-$40 per. And again, it's not like girls are going to be using that every single day, but some girl was like, my husband's been using my shit, and it was like down to like right there. She's like, every wash you do is about like freaking $10 or something.
that is crazy.
I'd be pissed.
That sounds like something I would do. But yeah, that's her thing.
I feel like I have to shampoo every day because with my gel, I just hate the feeling of the gel in my hair.
Oh, well, yeah, and then it gets all like, yeah.
Oh, you shampoo your hair every day?
Yeah. I had to buy some like coconut type shampoo so it wasn't all chemical. I forget what it's called, but
Yeah. I'm not sure. But every day, your hair's going to fall out, bro.
maybe.
Is it falling out now?
I don't know. I don't think so. Thought about shaving it again.
Damn. Now I
All
can't.
summer.
You need to stop shaving parts off your body. Hair.
I only shave. Well, never mind.
Hey, would y'all ever do like waxing
Oh.
down there?
Fuck no.
Maybe at
not?
the top, but not the balls.
Yeah.
Like,
Ew.
but I don't like to go smooth because like the moment it starts to grow, it gets. I'm not
Prickly
consistent.
like a.
Prickly, and she doesn't like the
Cactus.
That's why you gotta stay on top of it,
When
man.
I found Manscaped, like the trimmer, that changed my life.
Yeah.
So I have those, but they still terrify me. It's like I don't have full trust to just go full send on them.
No, yeah, they're not 100% nick proof.
Speaking from experience, or
Yeah,
what?
Yeah.
that's gotta be the worst feeling in the world.
Yeah, that is.
Like, I
you
hate
talk
it.
about labor.
Don't you just like butterfly it, and just
It's not necessarily
No.
like that easy.
What the fuck was that? we don't got
Spread it
we don't
out.
got the angle for that.
No, it's
There's
difficult
no
for a
support
guy.
in the back for some things like that. Like it's just one of those things that like it's I don't know. Were you meant to braid it? Maybe not shave it, but braid it.
I just give it a nice little trim, little bowl cut. I got the Edgar cut down there.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Ew.
I can say yes, a nice little fades.
No.
I'm gonna hit Marcus up. Hey, bro.
Yeah.
That just means it's short on top but long at the bottom.
I got the Osama bin Laden going
Oh
on.
my gosh. So y'all
like-
wouldn't just one time?
No, it's because just the pain you'd fucking. It's because, like, how do I explain it? Like, if you had a balloon full of air and you ripped, like, you waxed it, like, it would stay its shape. But if you had a deflated balloon and you try to wax it, that shit would pull until it ripped.
Mm-hmm.
So that would hurt.
It depends on the
Nah.
status of
The current mood.
the
Temperature.
Like if it's it's if they're tight, it's all right. It'd probably be okay.
I mean, the room is usually pretty chilly. Does
Yeah,
that make a
but then you
difference?
put wax on it. And you're like,
She got a fan.
I've done my nose and my ear. Like I've thought about doing like my back just to kind of feel it, But like
you got a hairy
Ugh,
bag?
You got a hairy bag?
I got some hair
You
on
got
my
a
back.
sweater? Ooh.
You have a hairy bag?
so I stay warm.
Damn, I don't have a single hair on my back.
I wouldn't mind waxing my ass too.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say
that
that
would-
probably. I'll let that
That'd
slide.
be
That doesn't
interesting.
hurt.
Really?
It doesn't hurt at all. Nada.
We'll send Elias in first.
Right? That'll be
Marcus, are you sure this is how you do it?
that'll be my giveaway. Is this minivan necessary or is this where the
No,
windows
that's
at?
the way.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, that
Oh
one's
my
that conversation's just sidetracked.
World events, right? That was
I'm sorry. But yeah, what else do you guys got going on right now?
Shit. Nothing.
crazy year so far.
Mm-hmm.
It has.
Yeah.
I think we're all just tired.
Yeah.
Adrian, go ahead. Tell us what you think. Tell us about your psychology class.
Oh, yeah. So I had this fucking psychology class, and I still don't know what it's about. They talk political as fuck, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I thought it was about, like, your brain,
Psychology,
psychology
yeah.
type shit. But, no, it's just political class, and some of the kids in that class should probably not be in the class.
Oh.
Yeah.
What do they like? What's like the class about? Like what?
I don't know. Like, so far, it's just been political. Like, what, like...
So, like, what's the name of the class? Is it just Psychology 101?
Yeah.
And they're
Well-
just going in on politics?
Yeah. Like what kind of topics? Do they bring up a topic and then let you guys just?
Yeah, so the way the teacher structured it is like we go over like a case study or like a world event, and then we talk about like like Karl Marx, like what type of like is it like a capitalist problem? Is it like a social problem like this? And then you have to dissect it. But everyone gets like political. Like we were talking about like the problem like in Iran right now, and like how it started and everything, and everyone's like, oh, we just decided to wake up and bomb them type of thing. And it's like, well, there's more to it. And then they're like, oh, this is like to get us away from the Epstein files, or like they did this on purpose. Like there's a different. It's like, well, like even the teacher
I mean,
would be like,
I
well,
could see
like
how
that could be,
psychology
yeah.
is involved in that, you know?
But like, and then we had a test, and it was like you could tell like who got the score because they were talking about it. And then the teacher, he was like, well, out of everyone, it was like me and these other two dudes like that got like the highest score, and we're like the ones that are like, what the fuck is this class about? Like what? They get like super political about it. It's kind of weird because
How do you
you're like,
feel in it? Like, in your class, like, are there a lot of liberals? Or are there a lot of conservatives? Liberals.
Yeah.
And you consider yourself conservative?
A little bit more. It's just more of like, I don't, like, sometimes I say some whack ass shit and you're like, well, that doesn't even sound right. It sounds like you didn't even, like, read what's going on, or, like, you're just talking out of your ass. But at the same time, you don't want to say anything because it'll get offended. Like, there was one time that we were talking about, like, immigration, and I'm like, well, they were talking about how hard it is for, like, U.S. citizens to make it. And I'm like, well, if immigrants can do it, I mean, it can't be that hard.
You said that?
Yeah, like, but in better terms. I'm like, well, I was like, just because there were examples, like, immigrants.
That's very liberal of you, huh?
Oh, they're like, well, they're like, well, immigrants have it, like, easier. Like, it's really hard for a U.S. citizen. And I'm like, well, technically anyone can make it. I'm like, if you really tried. And then they're like, well, no. And then there was, like, a bunch of people that raised their hands after that. And then, yeah, I was like.
And then they jumped them after school.
Basically, I was like, yeah, mejor no digo nada. I'm like, oh, fuck.
See, immigrants come in with the idea that the American dream is real. People that have lived here that don't have the struggle for themselves live in the life is hard. How can I take advantage of the system? You know, type situation, which is why for me, it's like going back to what you said, anybody can make it.
Yeah, they were trying to see, like, personal. And I'm like, bro, you're in school right now. You're studying for something. You want to be something. I was like, not everyone has that same opportunity.
Like if you just compare that to an immigrant, like a true, let's say, illegal immigrant, right? Like, they don't have the same opportunity to go to school.
Yeah.
Like, right there already is like a, but I think that, like Elias said, people that come in here, they have this American dream, right? And they hop school because they figure it out. And that's the whole point. It's like anybody can figure it out. There's more than one way to figure things out. But I do think that, I have seen a lot of stuff saying, like, how millennials grew up with this idea of the American dream and these steps that you have to take to achieve the American dream. Like, I remember growing up, it was like, oh, you have to go to college, you have to get a degree, and then you get a good job, and then you are able to buy a house, and da-da-da. But that's not the reality that we live in anymore. Like, maybe back in the day, yeah, because it was a lot easier to, school was a lot cheaper, your pay was a lot better, housing was a lot more affordable. So, yeah, back in the day, that was possible. But now, no, you can't do that. Now, I feel like the American dream is like, get on social media, become an influencer, make hella money. And the American dream now is the ability to own properties outside of the U.S. Like, if you're able to buy housing, no matter where it is, whether it's like in Latin America, Europe, whatever, it's like, whoa, you got it. You made money. You know what I mean? But that part is hard now. The American dream, that's hard now, I think.
Were the, I guess in that case, in the class, are they all white? Or are there, like, Hispanics that, like?
They're mostly white. There's, like, apart from me, there's another Mexican, and then another, I think she's from Venezuela.
I think it's like one of those. Before I get into that, what did you guys think of? Because what was it? The past 2 weeks, they've been doing, like, kids been doing protests about, like, immigration and stuff. What are you guys' thoughts on that? Because there was one on, I think it was like Skyline Campus, right, on the bridge, and then there's the Bonneville one. Right there in the roundabout of Lincoln Avenue. What are your guys' thoughts about something like that?
Honestly, I haven't even really looked into it. I've kind of been abstaining from political shit. It was draining me too much. But I did see some of the posts. I don't know. I mean, I think it's cool that they stand up for something, but are they really standing up for it, or they're just like, hey, let me skip school? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't know. I don't see the negative, or, like, I mean, the positive side is like I try to think of myself back in fuck, these kids are in high school. I don't think politics was ever a thing like that. That people were like.
In high school, I mean, I was in LA, and I do remember going to a march back then.
Really?
Down in downtown LA, yeah.
Mm.
But it was probably like one time, maybe two. And I do remember some of my other friends were also involved in like political kind of things. So, I mean, it's high school. I think at that age, you do kind of start getting involved a little bit.
At least here, I don't know about you. Like,
No, not till my senior year when the elections were going on. You didn't really see anything until
Yeah.
that.
and I was in school when Trump was in the first term, like in high school, and I don't think things got like. I remember like history class. There was like just talks about just like politics a little bit, but like in general, like to be able to assemble and like do a walkout or things like that. I don't think there was ever that. I think that in its sense is cool though, like to see that you can get enough people together to do something. Like I don't know if on the Thursday or Wednesday afternoon is the best time, but you know everybody to their own. Obviously, there's probably people that just did it to get out of class, and they're like, well, if they're leaving, but just to be able to move everybody towards a certain topic or like ideas, I mean, that's pretty cool to see a bunch of kids. I do get the fact that none of them will be able to vote until a couple years, which I think that's where the difference comes. But,
I mean, there are a lot of seniors that are 18 already.
God damn, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Like in my class, when I graduated, I was one of like a handful, maybe like 5 se me hacen muchos that were still 17. The rest of my senior class was 18 already.
Really?
Yeah. Same with mine. I was like one of the younger ones.
Yeah.
I was 17.
Damn, maybe just because everybody in my class was about my age. Huh, interesting. Well, I mean, either way, that's still cool. Like they're not even, well, now I guess they are able to vote.
I mean, technically, yes. Like, if you're 18, now you can vote in the primaries, right? And in the midterms and things like that. So, yeah. You can get involved already. But as far as like a presidential election, well, no, that's not going to be until a couple of years.
Yeah.
And then by then you'll have like all those juniors and also sophomores that will be able to vote too.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think it was cool. One of my soccer players was on like one of the videos. The kid was getting interviewed. He was right next to him, you know, and I think it's cool that they can be expressive of their, you know, opinions. They're young. I think they're 7th and 8th graders. A few that went out as well, and so it's cool to kind of see them care about stuff that's happening. You start to see the youth emulate the adults. Some junior high kids had "fuck ICE," you know, signs and different things like that. Which I don't know if that's necessarily ideal, but you know, that's what they're doing.
But also,
you know?
didn't like some other kids antagonize them too, and like show up with like MAGA shit and stuff?
Yeah, adults did, and I know in Black.
Which I'm like, come on, dude. You know what I mean? Like,
I know in Blackfoot, and that's kind of what I hate. Like, yeah, it's free speech, but I think the moment you start to protest and antagonize the protesters, that's when it's like not ideal. And I think for me, like on social media, when you start reading the posts that what people are saying, you know, actually we had a conversation with my kids about it, and I told them, I was like, you know, and obviously I'm born here, I'm an American. It's like, bring an American flag too. Like, remind people that like this is our country, like this is what we're doing, and you know, and just like, and I can see the perspective of both sides. Like a white man that is not from any other country but here is driving by and he sees a foreign country's flags being waved. It's like, what are we protesting? And that's what you kind of see and read. There's like some people are too black and white. You know, some people are like, where's the humane human side of us, you know? But talking to one of the high school soccer coaches on a field trip, they were coming back from wherever they were, and there was a girl that was crying on the bus because her dad got deported and she wasn't going to be able to see her. So those are the types of things that we're dealing with. I mean, you see what was going on in Minnesota, then they pull out, and it's an interesting dynamic. I'm excited to see what happens coming up in the midterms because I think the Republicans are gonna feel the pain. So
Fuera.
they've just a lot of broken promises, a lot of weird things that.
Are you like, I didn't vote for this?
I think yes and no. I think if everybody's honest, it's like every time you vote for a president, the president isn't always gonna deliver on everything, But just how things went, and I'm more of a libertarian sometimes, where it's like the federal government should, and I realize like back in, way back when the federal government was in charge of immigration, but when you have a state against the federal government and they're going back and forth, I just believe in states' rights over, the federal government. So it's been interesting to see, but I'm just not a big fan of federal agencies overreaching, and so. But at the same time, I mean, you look at all the fraud that was going on with all the Somalis and stuff too, with daycares and things like that's a thing, right? Like I think even in our Hispanic culture, it's like growing up, it's like, hey, if you don't make that much money, you get free this, you get free that, and then that's how people come in here with the goal of free this and free that, so then they don't build wealth. I think over there they were fraudulent, they were using fraud to create, all these things, but that's also a government problem. I think everything is a government problem, and we're left to debate it. But as far as the kids go, I mean, they're getting involved in something. I was a student body president and class president and stuff, so it was like those were the politics I got involved in. Like I want candy sales during recess, that kind of stuff. But
takes candy to the dentist's office.
right?
Do you think? I think once you try to understand that immigration is not just aimed towards at us, like Hispanics, I think it helps to understand like a better concept of it, because you're talking about like the what are they called? Somalis. Yeah. Like they're immigrants too, and
Oh yeah, that's the thing, is that like the United States has all kinds of immigrants, not just Hispanics or Latin Americans or Asians or Africans. But I think the problem is that as long as you don't look or appear Caucasian, automatically that label is put on you, or stigma, or what's the word? Like they just assume because like there's a ton of European Americans, but they're Caucasian passing. Yeah. So do you think
we look Caucasian?
Right. So like, do you think that they are feeling it the same?
No.
Probably not. But when it comes down to their, residency and stuff, yeah, I'm sure they're going through some of the same struggles, but they're not. I feel like they're not going out into the world and being like, oh, could I possibly get pulled over for any little bullshit? You know what I mean? It's funny because I just started rewatching. I kind of just put it on the background. I put on the Fresh Prince last night, and I was like working on something, and like it's one of the very first episodes, like either episode 4 or something, like the first ones, right? And it's when Will moves to Bel Air, and him and Carlton drive, I think it was a Mercedes, to, I can't remember where. And they get pulled over. Carlton is driving. He's driving slow because he's trying to figure out where he's going. And they get pulled over. And Will, being from Philly, he's like, he knows the drill. Hands on the steering wheel. Like, don't talk back. Don't say anything to them. Just put your hands on the steering wheel. And Carlton's like oblivious because he didn't grow up that way. And then the cop sees 2 black dudes in a Mercedes, and they both get booked. And Carlton at the end is like, well, he was just doing his job because we were driving slow. And Will's like, wake up, dude. Like, it's because you're black. It was two black dudes in a Mercedes. They're going to automatically think that you stole it.
Yeah. I was seeing this. Okay, this is crazy. I mean, I don't want to get into like theories and stuff, but if you think about like what we're great at is, I think we're great at propaganda, the whole country, right? Just like we've been good at it for everything. I was watching a lot of videos about polleros, the people that cross people from Mexico over, and they talk about how.
Oh, they're called polleros now, not coyotes? Or what are they called?
Well, the polleros are the ones that, like, so once they cross, they bring them, and then they bring them into the state. Like, they pick them up in stateside.
El coyote is the one that
crosses them over,
Okay.
yeah. So they're talking about how it's human trafficking. That's what they classify. It's human trafficking because if you get caught, that's what you get charged for. But they're talking about since the whole lot of the ICE and everything going on, and this is where the propaganda comes in, right? That the quantity of people they're coming in has decreased significantly because yes, they're being way more enforced, but also people are not coming over as much because of the fear of just getting caught. There's people still trying to cross. He's like, that will never go away. But he's like, the amount of people that are just trying to cross is reduced. Do you think? Yes, it's propaganda is the fact that like the media was broadcasting everything, and obviously he did enforce the border more because the guys are saying like it's just getting harder to cross. Do you think it's like it has to be based, or is it? Do you think it's based off of like propaganda? Because we broadcasted it everywhere, and people in other countries are like, oh shoot, it's getting harder than ever to cross, and they won't cross. And I think, do you think that was like the mission overall, just to blast it everywhere so people feel?
So more so like blast fear, so people don't come over.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, fear
It
or
might
just
have not been like their goal, but it's like an addition. Like, okay,
I will flip it right now. That what happened with El Mencho. Like, I don't think anybody's there like, oh yeah, let me go and book what's called a vacation to Puerto Vallarta right now. Because that's all you're seeing on social media. People like in Jalisco, like burning everywhere. Like I think I want to use that same example to compare. Do you think that has to do psychological warfare there?
I think so. I mean,
Like to stop people from going to Mexico?
No. Just for us. I'm using the Mexico example because like they're not telling us not to go. They're telling us to go, but us as like, oh, I don't know if I want to go to somewhere that's gonna be dangerous. And
I'm like, everything I've heard is like, don't go.
to Mexico?
Yeah.
Really? Well, I just go off of what the president said. He's like, no, we still want people to come. But
Yeah.
you're doing your risk assessment. You're like, fuck, do I really want to go if it's that crazy right now?
Yeah.
Do you think that's happening in other, like, I mean, I'm just using Mexico because it's down there, but do you think people are like, no, ahorita no voy a cruzar porque está bien fea la cosa?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. But you have to, like, yes and no, because sometimes, like, what media side do you think is the most producing the most negative and fearful content on immigration?
probably the right side.
The right or the left?
The fear on immigration?
Yeah.
Oh, then probably the left because
Yeah.
they're broadcasting, the stuff that.
wouldn't it be both? Because one's like, hey, like the fear and like the scare and like all this bad, and the other one's like, look how much we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think it depends because I would say that the left is broadcasting more like what ICE is doing, and then the right would be broadcasting like
Look what the immigrants are doing.
I guess like
But that's what I'm saying, like both. Like either way,
Mm-hmm.
no, like let's say someone from Mexico's watching either one, it's still the same fear. Like, oh shit, like all these immigrants are getting caught, and then oh shit, look, all the fear of what all the ICE people are doing to the immigrants. So it'd be both playing the same role.
I feel like the more psychological damaging coverage would be the left side because they're showing the scary things and all of the bad things, you know.
So should we not see what's happening?
No, I'm just saying like the unintended consequence of covering the what ICE is doing from the left perspective is I think it's driving more fear to. So I go back to COVID. I was anti-mask, anti-vaccine until the Raiders made me do it. But I think there was more people on the left that were more fearful of you're gonna die, you're gonna if you don't wear your mask, you're an asshole, you know, you're gonna ruin it for everybody. The right was more the government shouldn't be dictating what we're gonna do type thing, you know. So depending on what you heard, your fear of it, and I had a sister that died of COVID, you know, so it was like your fear of it was different depending on the content you consumed. So yeah, I do think what they're doing, you know, how they're selling it. I think the right sells what immigration is doing is more as there's less things at the border and there's this many deportations, which is still below what Obama did. So it's like, it's kind of crazy, right? Like we don't really see the coverage on the same thing, but I think you tend to look at what, like right now with the Iran war, like, it's like, what the fuck are we doing there? You know what I mean? And depending on what side you're listening to, and that's what I hate about. So propaganda is probably the best way to do it. You know, the fear, I think, comes from the opposing side of whoever's.
I was going to say that, like, I try to think, like, what if nothing was broadcasted the way it's broadcast, like the president coming out and saying we're gonna start mass deportation. Like, what if everything was silent but things were still going on? I don't think it would have the same effect. And I'm just gonna use immigration because that's one of the biggest ones, but I think just in general, like, I like to see the Mexican president that she just the world's falling apart, but she just is like, oh, we'll open a, she calls them a carpeta de investigación, like we'll just open one of that. She just kind of covers everything like as if nothing big is going on. It's just, oh yeah, it's a routine. I feel like if we did that, and then we talk about the first term, we all agree that maybe he should have just stopped tweeting shit randomly out of his ass or saying stuff and just kept things cool. But I think that's what sparks a lot of people is the media and the way they deliver it. Because if he wouldn't, honestly, I'm a firm believer, if he wasn't out there, we're going to do mass deportations and just broadcasting it and putting these people in press, kind of like almost like celebrities in his opinion, just out there in the media, and just did it without nobody knowing, I don't think it would have gotten any of the, like, the backlash of what it's getting or the commotion of everything, you know, just silent.
Maybe not to the same degree, but even back when there wasn't any social media, there was still media. It just was different.
Yeah.
I mean, you had the newspaper, you had the radio, and like people were watching a lot more like local TV channels and the local news. Like right now, honestly, for me, it's like I get most of my stuff on social media because we don't watch local TV. We just watch freaking apps all the time, right? Like Netflix and whatever. You're not getting the same updates on that type of stuff, right? If you pay for YouTube, you're not getting the ads. You're not getting whatever, right? So I don't know. I mean, I think it would still get covered. I mean, we do still have newspapers. We do still have that type of stuff, right?
I guess what I'm saying is like, he would just not be poking the bear. Like, I think that what the media does is it just gets people riled up. Like,
do you guys ever think back? I don't know if it came up on your feeds or not, but of people saying like, and we thought, you know, Clinton getting his dick sucked was bad, kind of thing back in the day.
God damn.
And now all the shit that's happening now, you know, it's like it puts it into perspective. Like that wasn't even that bad.
Yeah.
It was scandalous,
Yeah.
right? But it wasn't like he got impeached for that, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, wow.
Well, he got impeached for lying about it under oath.
Yeah. But it's like, for getting his dick sucked, you know? And it's like, people have done a lot worse nowadays than that.
Maybe that's the difference. Like nowadays, it's more normalized for
Someone
things to go to. I guess, yeah. But things to go to shit. Like if you think about it, if kind of like the Trump situation with that one chick, like most people were like, eh.
Which is crazy because
Yeah.
there's like, I mean, the allegations towards him are way bigger than
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's more
you know,
normalized than anything. Like, back then, like,
Yeah.
the Clinton situation was way worse and it was more scandalous. But now, if that same thing happened to a president, like, good for you type of thing, like,
Well, and
most
it's
people
weird
wouldn't
'cause
care.
I think it kind of shows where our values and morals have gone, you know, and for me as, you know, I consider myself conservative. It's been the craziest thing to watch, like deeply religious people defend Trump because
Yeah.
the Stormy Daniels thing, he had sex with a porn star while his wife was pregnant and paid her off for silence. Like that happened. You know, we talk about judgment from the president, you know. Now, if you're a Republican, you do appreciate some of the things he is doing to break away from certain things, but then also that's why I think the right now is so split because not everybody agrees that we should be fighting wars for Israel, right?
Yeah.
Are we America first? You know, like how do we make America great again? You start to see interviews with Tucker Carlson and Ted Cruz, you know, where like I used to hate Tucker Carlson, you know, and now you're starting to kind of listen to him a little more with more perspective and context, and it's like he's kind of making a good point here. Like, why does Israel have so much influence over us in this side of the country? You know, so to me, it's been super interesting to see how like there's factions within the right that are starting to break off, and you're starting to hear Democrats like even Newsom said something about, you know, we need to look into that relationship with Israel and the U.S., you know. Yeah. That's something that I think the Democrats can jump on, right? Because there's a big segment. More people are in the middle than what we actually believe. And I think, you know, it's going to be interesting to see what happens coming up in these next few elections because Trump completely broke the mold, you know. You could just do whatever you want, grab him by the pussy, I think is what he says in an interview to someone, you know, off the record, and it's just like Mitt Romney would have said that, and he would have never been. He would have had to drop out of the election.
Biden would have said that, and crucified his ass.
Yeah. So it's been interesting to kind of see how things have shifted.
That'd be funny as fuck.
Huh?
If Biden would have said some shit like that.
Well, and then you know what I was thinking not that long ago. I don't know if you guys saw the picture of Trump where you could see like. Was it like bruising or something? Something was a brewing on his neck, right? And or like the one on his hand where they put makeup on it and whatever. Like I just think back to your words where they're like, "What were the Democrats doing? Hiding Biden's health and da da da." And now I'm like, that's what they're doing right now. They're hiding his real health. Like I think the man's. I mean, we know he's old as fuck, right? And I think he is declining, and they're doing everything they can to just make it seem like he's not.
I think he's still like cognitively there though. Like he says stupid shit. He says the same shit that he would, but like Biden was actually like I just remember like so they hit him so long and then they rolled him out at that last debate and it was like, oh my God, like they don't use auto pen with Trump. Like so with Biden, to me it was like I think that's where the Democrats lost it because I think they could have won it again if he just wouldn't have ran.
I think we just had a different Biden, like during the Obama Biden than the Biden we had as a president. I think the difference is just like, that's not the Biden we had.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's because he was old and his health declined.
Right,
you know?
right. But that's what I'm saying. Like, we get Trump. Trump is old, and a lot of our presidents are old. I think Barack Obama was probably the youngest in a while, right?
80s is too old.
Yeah. And so, like, but that's the norm, right? Like, most of our presidents been old. I mean, you had George Bush, and then you had George Dad.
How old was like Clinton wasn't that old.
They were 50s. 50s or 60s is still okay.
And George W. wasn't that old.
The junior,
yeah.
Junior.
That's why I said George W., not HW. But like, I mean, he wasn't to the age of like Biden and Trump.
I think it's because that's the thing, right? Like, we can't have one too young because obviously people will flip. The person has no idea what they're doing, but then we can't have them too old because then we start seeing.
But what constitutes knowing what you're doing?
I think it's just what's a word Like, it's just people automatically assume you don't know, and not necessarily not saying that they don't know what they're doing, which is correct. I think what's the age? 45,
35.
35. Like, when's the last time we've seen a president in the 30s?
Yeah.
And, you know, like, and so that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel it's just most people would be like, no, he has no fucking idea. Not that I'm saying that, just most people would probably think. And then we get someone that's too old, and they're like, oh, well, he's too fucking old. But where's the balance? We've been electing people that are probably closer to the way too old line. I mean, haven't looked into it too much, but like we talk about like young generation, I think about like, and I'm just gonna throw names out there, not necessarily party like related, but the people you see on TV. You got like the Marco Rubio, we had the Ted Cruz, the Gavin Newsoms that are a little younger, even like Vance. Like Vance is fucking young for being a vice president.
Isn't he like in his 30s, 40s? 30s,
I'm not sure where
I
he's
don't
at.
know.
Who is?
Vance.
Well, and that's what I'm saying.
Maybe
Young.
40s.
And I mean, that's what people love, right? Like someone like Vance, he's been in the military, and then you get people debating what he's done, but like in the military,
He's 41.
that's pretty fucking young.
Yeah.
He your age.
Why can't we mold
crazy.
someone
Dang,
like
you gonna
that?
be 41 this year?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Anyway, sorry, sidetracked.
But no, that's what I'm saying. Like we have this new generation of like politics coming up, so like I hope this next election we get someone that's young, sharp.
Democrats, I'd love to see Mark Cuban run.
Yeah, talk about that'd be pretty sick.
Because you give and that's the one thing about Trump is like he was a rich dude and he was used to saying whatever the hell he wanted. You know what I mean? He funded politicians. You get a guy like Mark Cuban on the other side that's very similar. We just have to break and I thought that's what kind of Trump was going to do, was really just break the mold of a politician. Then you realize the first term, he just kind of listened to this, you know, like, and now it's kind of like what's happening. So I think just liberating ourselves from like the party. But to me, that starts at Congress. Like we need to put term limits in Congress for shit to work. I'd rather take term limits off a president and put term limits on Congress.
Clinton was 46 when he was inaugurated.
Yeah. 46. Mm-hmm. Mark Cuban would be. Have you?
He's
seen
67.
Mark Cuban?
Yeah.
Mark Cuban 67?
Yeah. That's what money does, man. You look young your entire
God
life.
damn. That
So-
man does not look 67.
Yeah.
But you see someone like Mark Cuban that, like, yes, they have probably, like, insane amount of wealth. And he has, like, the program that he's trying to get prescription drugs at cost. I don't know if you guys saw that. So, like, I feel like he has good concepts and ideas of what could be. And that'd be awesome to see young people. Well, I mean, I won't classify Mark young anymore because he's a little bit on the older.
Obama was 47 too, so same
God
age
damn.
as Clinton when they. So see, like they were about. I wonder how old George was.
I
Let's
feel
see.
like Obama's a great foundation for like, he wanted to make a change. He spoke well. I mean, I on the same boat. Like I liked Obama, but there was things he did that I did not like. But I mean, I think overall, as like a polished president, he was pretty polished. Like,
Junior Bush was 54. So see, like still, like
Damn.
I think in that range,
That's all right for me.
mid 40s to maybe mid 60s. That makes sense, right?
If you're like 5 to 10 years away from having to wear Depends, you got to get the fuck out.
Or a catheter.
Yeah.
Wait, who wears a catheter?
Maybe both of them did. I mean, we're talking almost 80. So like
Yeah.
Yeah.
my parents didn't make it to 80.
No, they are. They
Yeah.
are 80, right? I think at the end of Biden's, he was already in his 80s, and Trump is in his 80s too now. No,
I think he's gonna be 79 or he's got to be 79 or 80.
God damn. I
He's
mean,
in good health for being that old.
yeah, I was gonna say because my grandpa's 80s and my grandpa's fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, if he's still doing the.
oh, he's 79.
You see those Iranians doing the? It's like, oh no.
Yeah.
Do you think with the war, if it escalates really bad, he'd push to stay longer than the 4 years?
I don't think he can.
No, he can't.
We'd have to completely change.
Even if we're in a state of war?
I think what's going to end up happening is we're going to see the Democrats win the midterms. They're going to impeach him. But then any chance of him being able to get, like, even the tariffs. Like, they got shot down, and now they might have to pay them back.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's just a lot of shit that we're just kind of like, you know, come on now. Like,
Bless you.
Thank you. Oh, that one hurt my butt. I'm sorry.
Felt it all the way to
I don't even understand the physics behind that comment, but I'm just gonna trust you on that one. You know, I gotta pee pretty bad. Should I step out, or do you guys wanna?
No, we should. We're at 55, and this one's about to Kahoot. I think we had a good conversation today. I think.
Yeah.
I think next episode I do want to kind of dive in a little bit more into like what was the root cause, or not even the cause, but what's going on in the war, because then I started seeing more countries affected, but I haven't dived deep enough. I don't necessarily want to talk about us being in there, but I want to talk about what's going on in the Middle East and how that could affect us. So if you guys can come, not prepared, but like if you guys can look into it for next episode.
Look into Hezbollah.
Sheesh.
No, like actually.
We'll have to look. I'm really interested to see what's going on. But
I know they were attacking Qatar today, or Iran was. So,
So
yeah.
All right. Well,
Awesome.
Thank you so much, Mr. Elias.
Appreciate you guys. We'll catch you on the next one.
Give it to me.